House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi of California, who will become Speaker of the House on Jan. 3, walks to her new office at the Capitol during a television interview for the NBC Today Show with Savannah Guthrie, left in Washington, Wednesday, Jan. 2, 2019. The Republicans will relinquish the majority to House Democrats under the leadership of Nancy Pelosi, beginning a new era of divided government. App photo, J. Scott Applewhite, Washington. App. The latest on the partial government shutdown. All times local, 9:55 p.m. House Democrats have approved a plan to reopen the government without funding President Donald Trump's promised border wall. The largely Washington. App. The latest on the partial government shutdown. All times local, 9:55 p.m. House Democrats have approved a plan to reopen the government without funding President Donald Trump's promised border wall. The largely party-line votes by the new Democratic majority came after Trump made a surprise appearance at the White House briefing room to pledge a continued fight for his signature campaign promise. The Democratic package to end the shutdown includes a bill to temporarily fund the Department of Homeland Security at current levels through February 8 as bipartisan talks continue. It was approved 239 to 192. Democrats also approved 241 to 190, a separate measure funding the Agriculture, Interior and other departments through Sept. 30. The Homeland Security bill is virtually identical to a plan the Senate adopted by voice vote last month. The GOP-controlled House rejected the plan the next day, forcing a partial shutdown _8:20 p.m. President Donald Trump has spoken to the family and former colleagues of the Newman, California, police officer who was shot to death during a December 26 traffic stop. The suspected shooter is a Mexican man accused of living in the U.S. illegally. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders says Trump praised Corporal Ronald Singh's service and offered condolences to his wife, the local police chief and local sheriff. The calls come as the White House has been trying to highlight the dangers of illegal immigration as Trump tries to rally support for his long-stalled border wall. Trump is demanding billions of dollars to build it, but Democrats refuse to give him the money. The impasse has caused a partial government shutdown that is now in its 13th day. _4:45 p.m. President Donald Trump has made a surprise appearance in the White House briefing room, flanked by Border Patrol agents championing his demand for a wall on the U.S. southern border. It's the first time Trump has taken a podium in the briefing room. Trump says that people in our country want the wall. He has also congratulated Nancy Pelosi, who was installed hours before as Speaker of the Democratic-controlled House. Trump and the Democrats are locked in an impasse with the partial government shutdown in its 13th day. Trump is demanding that lawmakers provide billions of dollars for a border wall. The border agents who accompanied Trump told reporters the wall is essential to stopping illegal migration and drug smuggling. _7:50 a.m. Democratic House Leader Nancy Pelosi, WTOP, says there's no amount of persuasion President Donald Trump can use to get her to fund his promised U.S.-Mexico border wall. Pelosi says the partial government shutdown stemming from Trump's demand for wall funding has nothing to do with Democrats. She said in an interview that aired Thursday on NBC's Today Show that Democrats want the Trump shutdown to end, but she's unwilling to fund Trump's wall. She added, "There is no amount of persuasion he can use." Pelosi says negotiating with Trump is difficult because he resists science, evidence, data, truth. The California Democrat adds, "It's hard to pin the president down on the facts." Pelosi responded to criticism from Trump that she took a trip to Hawaii over the holidays, while he canceled his planned visit to Florida because of the shutdown. Pelosi says the president may not know this, but Hawaii is part of the United States of America. She says she was available on 24 hours notice. Trump has said the shutdown will last as long as it takes to get the wall funding he wants. ____12:35 a.m. President Donald Trump and congressional officials plan to try again Friday after their meeting at the White House didn't succeed in producing a budget agreement that would end a partial government shutdown. House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi tells NBC's Today that budget legislation for the new Congress will not include money for Trump's border wall and asks, how many more times can we say no? Trump says he isn't budging either and that shutdown will last as long as it takes to get the funding he wants for a border wall with Mexico. The new Congress with its Democratic-controlled House will convene Thursday. Republicans who control the Senate are hesitant to take up the Democrats' budget package without Trump on board. Copyright 2019, The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.